Hi, my name is Andrea of Andrea Gonzalez Motivations. I am here today to greet you all with love, to inspire you with hope, to challenge you for change, and to impact you for life. Today is Friday, and we feel good, fantastic Friday. Today, I want to talk about expect the unexpected. Have you ever gotten a phone call at a very odd hour of the day? And most people don't normally call you that late. Your first thought is what? Oh my God, what's happened? And your what's happened is mostly for something negative. Thinking that someone's been in an accident, maybe someone has went to the hospital, or maybe someone has died. But when we expect the unexpected, unexpected is not always just for the negative. I want you to be in anticipation of expecting good things, great things to happen to you. There is a statement that says, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So when you expect the unexpected, I want you to be in a mindset, in a mode of expecting great things to happen. Wouldn't it be something if that phone call that came in at an odd hour, if you thought to yourself, wow, this is a very odd hour that I'm getting a phone call. I wonder what great thing, what great news I'm about to hear. Did someone in the family have a baby? Has a family member or my child come in to surprise me and they need a ride home from the airport? It can be that even at the odd hour that there's great news that's waiting for you. We have to stop being so negative. But it is so common for us to transition ourselves into the negative mode in our mind versus starting out in the positive. So, for instance, someone comes and says, "Hey, the boss wants to see you." Rarely do we say, I wonder what great news. Maybe he or she is going to congratulate me on the presentation that I gave. But most often it is about, oh my God, and you're fearful. It's gripped you now. You don't want to go in the office. You're starting to sweat. Palms are starting to, be a little moist. You're like, well, how did they say it? What was their tone? What were they talking about when they asked to speak to me? We cannot continue to live our life with a negative expectation all the time. Expect the unexpected is about positive things. It's about drawing positive. It's having that higher expectation so when it shows up, you're not caught off guard because you've been expecting it. Not only, that about the boss or the late phone call at night, but we have been inclined in our minds as human beings to be negative first, not to be positive first. So we must guard our minds. Always be on guard of what you allow into your thought process, how you process your thoughts that come in. There are some thoughts that come that have no business being there, like they have no good thing in them towards you. And you and I have to be smarter than that as we get older. Wisdom doesn't come necessarily with age. It does come with experience, and experience that is learned. What I mean by that is there are some people that keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we call that insanity. But they haven't learned. That's why they're still doing the same thing, because they have not learned. They're doing the process, but they're not gaining any benefit out of it. So we have to recondition our minds that rather than think negative when something happens, that we begin to expect great things, expect the unexpected. You may know what's going on when your boss calls you in because of maybe you hear what's going on in the office or what's going on the plant floor and things of that nature, but you don't know the mind of other people. You don't understand all the ins and outs. You don't. We're not mind readers. I'm not. I don't believe most of my listeners are mind readers. So stop trying to think to yourself that you know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to do. We don't. And how about when they surprise us? Why do we act surprised? You know why? Because our first mind went to be negative. But I challenge you today on this Feel Good Friday, Feel Good Fantastic Friday, to expect great things to happen to you. Expect good things to come your way. Expect doors to be open. If you're doing the work, expect the benefit and the blessings. Expect, for to get that phone call and that phone call be what you've been waiting for all along. Expect an answer that says yes to move to that project that you were, thinking about doing. Expect the unexpected. You and I can hope But it seems that when we don't put any faith in our hope, things seem to be hopeless. You can't be hopeless. You have always got to be hoping for something, expecting the unexpected. You got to put hope back into those things that you are passionate about, those things that you desire to do with everything in you. You are stronger and greater than you give yourself credit for. Then you look in the mirror and you believe. I am telling you that you are a better individual because you're deciding to take inventory of yourself and change your mindset of how you think and what you think. And do you start off on the negative, or can you change and begin thinking on the positive when that phone call comes in, when the boss tells you to come see him, when your child comes in and say, hey, guess what? Expect the unexpected. Expect your children to get good grades because you've put it out there. You believe in them. Help them to believe in their self. So I'm going to leave you with this today, not having a long-winded conversation, but just wanting you to expect the unexpected. Believe in yourself and believe that good things are coming. Good in, good out. Put out good vibes out there that you might receive good things that come back to you. Be confident and be convinced that good is lurking around the corner. Not only is it lurking around the corner, but it is just around the bend. Like you're almost there. It's almost around the bend. And you are expecting it because you have already been doing the work. When you do the work and you work the process and you put in the time and you do the sacrifice, then it is time to expect the unexpected. I challenge you today to change your mind. Instead of thinking first to the negative, think first to the positive. When your hubby calls you and says, babe, guess what? Think positive. When your wife calls you and, she says, honey, guess what's going on? Don't think, oh, Lord, did the roof cave in? Think positive. You have control of your thoughts. And your thoughts can become your actions. So if you want your actions to be more positive, then have thoughts that are of more positive base. And not only that, but put positive things out in the atmosphere so you can expect the unexpected. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I live in Michigan, and it seems like this November the 9th is our first real snow. I'm excited. I don't really like the cold weather, but there's just something about being in a state that gives you all four seasons where you get the best of all of them. And so you got to take the good with the bad. But I expect the unexpected. I expect that this is going to be a wonderful season, that the snow and all the things that come with it, the beauty as it drops upon the trees, and it gives me a new scenery to look at and to be, amazed by. Expect the unexpected in every area of your life. I hope that I've inspired you. I hope that I've challenged you. I hope I have elevated your thoughts to thinking positive first and turning off the negative. And expect the